I started hanging out with the kids that were, smoking weed, cutting school, and, that's how it all started for me.
Around what age?
Around 14.
14.
15, 14, 15, around that age. And, I'd start smoking pot, and then, going to the high school, the teen nightclubs, and, drinking with your friends. And, that's how it all started. It was just a party. And my grandfather, looking back on it, like he used to talk, like he used to drag me to meetings, and I would hate going to the meetings. And my grandmother too, and his ex-wife, my grandma, and she used to bring me to meetings, and she'd tell her friends that it was my birthday, even when it wasn't my birthday. She'd be like, "Give him $20," and I'd like, "I want to go with grandma," But when I go with grandpa, it was always serious at a DNA meeting.
Yeah.
And, sit down, and, he would tell me that I'm an addict at, 14, 15 years old, and, I didn't want to hear that.
Of
course.
course.
What are you talking about? You're the addict. You're the one that used heroin. I'm just smoking weed. Leave me alone. So, it went from there to, not going to school anymore. I got my GED at 16 because there's a class I could take to finish school right now, and I could work, and, I started working. He always got me a job. He never bought me anything. He bought me the things I needed, but if I wanted anything extra, he would get me good jobs.
Yeah.
Because he knew so many people throughout the rooms that he had connections everywhere. And I would get jobs, and I sold a lot of drugs. It started with selling weed, and it went from selling weed to meeting someone that I would have Xanax connects, and I would sell a lot of Xanax, and then it progressed to meeting some real gangster guys that taught me how to recompress cocaine. We were cutting cocaine. I'm 17 years old, cutting cocaine. And, I'd be going to the clubs, partying on the weekends, selling Xanax, selling cocaine.
At 16, 17.
17.
Yeah.
And doing these things and making money while I was doing it. And then I'd slow down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then get ready to do it all over again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Making tons of money and spending tons of money.